Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced, developer advocate at Dremio, and today I want to talk about another Dremio function, or another SQL function that's available to you in Dremio, and that is lag, which is a window function that generally grabs you the value of the previous row in that partition. Now in the example we're going to use today, so you can see like a practical use of this function, is we're going to want to say, hey, we're looking at each month's sales, but I would like to also know how that month's sales is relative to the previous month's sales. So what we can do is using the lag function, we can generate a column that has the value for the previous month's sales that we can then use to derive another column that is the difference. Okay, so in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to create a table with an ID, a sales month, so what month it is, and the total sales for that month. Then we're going to insert all the values, which each equal different months, and the sales for that month. And then we're going to run a query where we're going to want to look at the month. We want to look at what the sales for that month are, but then we're going to use a lag function, okay, to generate the previous month's sales. Okay, and to actually make this even simpler, no need to run the lag function again. What we can do is we can use that previous month's sales column, since we already generated it, okay, and subtract that out. Okay, so basically, and then our last column is just going to be the total sales minus the previous month's sales that we've derived in that other column, which will give us the sales difference. So we can see, hey, did we go up in sales that month or did we go down in sales relative to the previous month? So we can take a look at trends. And this will give us our previous our monthly sales view. Okay, cool. So let's actually run that query. I already have everything kind of set up, so I can just put this over here, hit run, and let's do it. Okay, so it's going to begin to run the query. So it's going to create the table. After that, it creates a table. It's going to again insert the records into that iceberg table being created on my data lakehouse. And once that is done, it's going to then run the query, and we are done. So let's take a look. Okay. So as I see here in my previous month's sales, I have, okay, in this case, well, in the first month, there is no previous month, so there is no difference. But the next month, the previous month's sales was 10,000, our current sales was 12,000, so of course we're up 2,000. And then we're down 2,000, again, it varies, but you might see trends, when you are in real data. This is an example, so like the ups and downs are a little bit more variance. This could also then be used to create a visualization of sort of the trending of the differences between month to month, so we can see, hey, are sales going up or are they going down, in a nice visualization. And again, using Dremio and Dremio semantic layer, I can take this view, instead of having to write this SQL every time, I could save it as a view, so that way anytime I want to go take a look at and have these extra columns, I can do that. And this doesn't need me to create like a duplicate data set. It doesn't require me to have to then warehouse these columns and pay for that storage. Okay, and then distribute that in my semantic layer to those who need access to that data. But that's the lag function. Again, it's allowing us to kind of pull the previous column based on the rows that are being ranked, and which we can then use for things like this, where we can then use multiple columns to do a computation. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Again, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and follow Dremio on YouTube and on Twitter and LinkedIn for a lot of great content on the way here in 2024. I'll see you later on.